Hello everyone, so in this week's video we are going to be turning ourselves into a zombie clown. So to begin with this prosthetic making, we're going to take some latex paste, which is a mix of flour and latex, and onto our face cast we're going to begin working on the forehead piece. So to do this, I've put some latex paste onto my face cast and took some regular latex and smoothed out all of the edges so it's nice and smooth, has a nice transition between the prosthetic to my skin, and as you can see now I am working on an eyebrow piece. So to do this, I am just adding some paste to make it look like my eyebrow bone is tilted more over my eyes, which will give me this angry looking face, and I'm having it more pointed inwards on my bridge of my nose, so it gives me this angry face. Then to work on the details, I'm taking this little tool and I'm cutting out two triangles, one either side on the centre above my eyes, and this will act as a giant gash, which is something clowns are recognised for, having triangles painted on, but I'm going to make it into a big gash because, you know, gotta make it gory. Adding two cheekbones either side of my face, these are going to be quite exaggerated, and then I'm just replicating what I did above my eyes in the centre, these triangles, but below in the same place but a lot smaller, however keeping it messy because they are going to be big cuts. Once this is done, I've added the details on my forehead, added some frown lines and things like that to give it some expression. Then here I worked on a nose piece which I didn't use in the final thing. Then I made a cut incision on this cheekbone on the right, and I'm working on my lip. So to make the lips and mouth, I am putting latex paste across my actual lip, not over my bottom lip, just the top, and extending it across my cheeks. This will be a really big smile. Then I've made some teeth. I'll link a video down below on how you can make some teeth and what to use. You've seen it done before, so I didn't need to waste your time. Smoothing them out and then doing that on the same as the bottom row for the teeth, smoothing out the paste so it's nice and smooth transition, and then making this smile have cuts on either side, a bit like the Joker, just so it looks like it's smiling, but it's going to be a gory smile. I added two temple pieces which I didn't actually use because they didn't work with the look very well, and then I've just added some latex paste on my chin, and then I've made a gash in there as you can see here, and now we can get on with painting. So here I've powdered and took my latex prosthetics off of the face cast. However, if I was you, I'd leave it on before, because painting it was a lot harder with them took off. I don't know why I did it this way, but I thought I'd change it up. So painting it all with a base coat of white face paint, water activated, and then I'm setting all of that with baby powder or translucent powder. Then I'm painting the insides of my mouth and around black with water activate. The same for my triangles on the top and bottom part of my eye, inside the two gashes on my face, and in the middle of the nose, even though I didn't use it. Then I just went ahead and focused on the details on my forehead and the expressions, and I've just left that to dry. Applying some Vaseline on my baby hairs and eyebrows because I do not want to rip my eyebrows out today. Then I'm just applying some liquid latex all over where the prosthetic is going to go. Let that dry. Once that's dry, I've applied more latex onto the back of that prosthetic, stuck that into place, let that dry, and then that shouldn't come off until I'm ready to take it off. Now to blend out all the edges, I'm using my trusty latex and tissue, and I am smoothing out all the edges, making all my skin the same texture. And then we can work on the bottom part once it's all smooth. Just be careful working around your eyes because latex isn't made for your eyes, so just be careful there. Doing the same process for my bottom piece, latex on my face, letting that dry, putting latex on the prosthetic, sticking it down where I want it, and then blending out all of the edges with some tissue and latex to give it that overall nice smooth transition and a nice texture. Again, being careful around my eyes and parts of my face like that, because latex isn't your eye's best friend. Like, trust me, it can make your eyes water because of the fumes, and I haven't got it in my eye yet, but I presume it would sting, so be careful there. Now working on my nose, I've done 3 to 4 layers of liquid latex on my nose, letting that dry in between each layer. Then I've made this small tear on the centre of my nose, and I'm slowly peeling that back to make a kind of blister effect. I wanted this to look like my clown nose, which is this, you know, red ball that's on their nose has been ripped off, and this is what's left behind. So once that's done, we can begin painting. So to start off, I'm taking some white water activated face paint, painting everywhere on show, such as my ears, around my face, and just topping up my actual prosthetics, and then lightly washing over my neck, because my neck is going to have all different colours layered on top, so it doesn't really matter too much. Then taking some black, darkening it up, adding a contour line underneath my cheekbone, just to, you know, make my face look a bit slimmer, and then just dirtying up my neck and parts of my face. Then taking the black paint again on a small brush, working on the details on my forehead, and then as you can see here, I'm extending these two triangles into a third triangle painted on the sides of my face, and then I'm just colouring all of that in black with this paint. Once that's done, I've gone ahead and painted black in between my mouth to darken up the insides. I've extended my smile further up my face, as you can see here, and I'm just dirtying up around my chin and on my neck some more, and then I'm just filling in the rest of my eyes with black face paint, because black will really help make your eyes work in this makeup. Like, trust me, black looks good. Then I'm taking some red face paint and painting the inside of my nose bright red, adding this red on the black parts which I've painted, such as inside my eyes, on the gashes on my chin and cheek, and inside my mouth. Then I've painted big red lips around these teeth, just because, you know, clowns have big lips. Then I've just added some more red face paint in my ears to look like blood. Then taking some scab blood, and I've gone to town with this in all of the gashes I've made on my nose, in my mouth, on my ears, on these eyepieces, and this will be the finished thing. Just adding fake blood on my neck to make it more gruesome and look like it's been there for a while, spreading it over my face and forehead and everywhere, and making sure it looks like my ears are bleeding, because, you know, this zombie clown has gone through a lot. He's not just suddenly become a zombie, he's been a zombie for a while. Thank you for watching this week's video, guys. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up, and I'll see you next week for a new video and tutorial. Goodbye.